All right, good morning, brothers and sisters. I want to do just a short portion of scripture today. I'm kind of running late this morning. Verses, chapter 19, verses 40, all the way to chapter 20, verse 3. Now, David has returned. He's returning back to Israel. Israel accepted him back. Jews accepted him back. The people accepted him back. But now we got a problem. We have the 10 tribes of Israel going up against David, saying, yo, why are you coming back with Judah when we said come back with us first? Judah's like, yo, fool, he's our bloodline, blah, blah. There was this dispute. And you can see already that even though David's welcomed home, and there's still things that got to get taken care of. There are still things David's going through that he has to get his house in order, the kingdom in order, and reestablished. So there's a little argument going on there, but eventually this argument leads to nothing. David took us back to Jerusalem. Now, when he gets there, the people of Israel that came up against David didn't really like the way that dispute went between Judah, the men of Judah and the men of Israel. So a rebel came about. And this guy's name was Sheba, son of Bichri. And he's like, man, David's still not worthy. I'm going to become king. He decided to become a leader. And you tend to see that. Not everyone's always happy whenever people are rebuilding, when people are reconciling, There's always going to be the enemy. Wherever good is, the enemy's right around the corner, ready to still kill and destroy. And we see that someone has raised himself up, and David's like, man, we gotta take care of this fool, because since Absalom took the kingdom, and now this guy wants to do it, he goes, we have to make sure we snuff this dude out before more men come up and think they can come against me, the anointed. You see, there's already been a false leadership that's been established, and people follow that person because he was a son of the king. And people don't understand why David left. You know what I'm saying? And you see that, just like yesterday at work, just a real quick nugget. I get to work and I was off for a few days because of my foot injury, and people thought I was off just screwing around. So I got judged by a lot of people looking at me like, why is this guy still working here? But they don't know the whole story, I actually had an excuse, so I went to the ER. And I'm just seeing how I was so happy to be at work, but yet people were trying to steal my joy. Just looking at it, and it was so hard. I come from LA. It's so hard to not go around and smack fools and say, what, fool, just put them in place. But that's not what men of God are supposed to do, And here's David now. David's trying to take the right steps as he's returning home. He's trying to take the right steps to reestablish his kingdom. So now we got this rebel coming up, and then he goes to get the 10 concubines that he left behind that Absalom lay with. And he kind of, it says here that he locked them up, not threw them in jail, but he put them in a different portion of the kingdom and blessed them. He never went into them anymore, but he took care of them. They were all widows. He took care of them and fed them and nurtured them, but they were just women that hung around the kingdom now. So I'm going to stop right there because we're about to hit a big portion of scripture of the rebellion that's about to take place in Israel, by Israel, to David in the kingdom. And David has again reestablished his kingdom. He is welcome home. He is blessed to be home, but there's still a division, and there's still a schism. There's still the enemy in there trying to still kill and destroy. And that's something we have to look forward to, not look forward to, but something to be aware of, that whenever we are doing something good, the evil's right around the corner. So, brothers and sisters, I love you. Have a blessed day. It is Wednesday. It's almost the weekend, so thank you for praying for my ankle. It looks really well today. I gotta get to work. Much love to you all. Hey, may the joy of the Lord be your strength, and choose wisdom over the world. God bless.